Start to lay your body all the way back. And as we're finding our body relaxed here, begin to let some good deep breaths flow through your system. Let's try to use the 3-part yogic breath to help us take deeper breaths than perhaps our initial inclination. So that 3-part breath, start off with just taking a couple of breaths, filling as much air into the belly space as you possibly can. The belly rise, fall, and then we'll start to fill up the second space, which is our side ribs. So after we fill up the belly, then let the side ribs also start to expand out to the sides. It's nice because we have the fabric kind of tugging into our side ribs, so it helps us to feel that sensation just a little bit. So try a couple breaths with both of those. Inhale, belly, and side ribs. Exhale, side ribs come back in, then belly comes back in. Take a few breaths with that. And then with our third part, after we've done belly and side ribs, we continue to fill up the rest of the torso such that even the collarbones rise a little bit. So it'll be inhale, belly comes out, side ribs expand out, then even the collarbones rise a little bit. And exhale, let all of those 3 parts go. So a couple of breaths just like that, letting all 3 parts come in, all 3 parts out. So now with this breathing that you're taking, choose an intention for yourself. So your intention might be something like relaxing a little bit more deeply today. So it might be relaxing, it might be refreshing, rejuvenating. So this intention will be our personal intention for today. So it's a little different for everybody. It's whatever we need. And so with our personal intention set to lead us on, let's begin with our initial movement. Start to stretch the arms to the back wall. And the shoulders wiggle to the right and to the left. Good, so maybe one more time, left and right, just easing those shoulders a little bit more open. And then back through the center, hug your right knee into the chest. Just give that right knee a chance to get pulled in. First hip flexor stretch for that leg. Leg stretches up to sky, moving into hamstring. Again with this hamstring, how's it doing today? Another beautiful inhale, exhale, and then hook that right foot to back left edge so that it's like a pigeon pose, putting up a hip open. Right foot to back left edge, and then slide the shin in so that you've got that right hip open. A couple of breaths to check in with that spot. How's it doing today? Whatever you chose as that word is for your intention. Release, refresh, restore, whatever it is. Imagine we're breathing that intention right into the hip. Give it one more huge belly breath. Nice exhale to start releasing this leg. Give it a stretch up to sky. Release it all the way down. Second knee starts to come into chest. Give it that good hug. Pull it in. Maybe it's hip flexor or maybe it's toes that need the attention. Another good inhale. Exhale, straighten leg up to sky, hamstring stretch. Take another huge breath flowing in. Out. Pigeon pose on our back. Put that left heel to back right foot. Slide the shin. And breathe that attention clear down into the deep muscles, deep tissues that are opening right here. Great, one more huge breath flowing in. Out. Start to free out the leg, ultimately dropping it down. The feet kick free off the front so we can sit up. Grab onto the fabric, we're rising. Let's flip upside down first time fade. So thumbs hook on this back part of the fabric. We push fabric down to about where the pants are. That makes it more comfortable. Lean halfway back to left hip, place where you put it. Last step, legs wide. We'll make sure we don't fall out. Ankles wrap. Release the hands and just let yourself hang. You're doing awesome. Yeah. Sometimes I'll play with hand variations that will help me out. So I'll put my hands, either walk them all the way toward the mirror side of the room. Just relax down into that stretch. Sometimes I'll walk one to the top of the mat, one to the base of the mat to twist my spine. So all sorts of options you can play with. Remember, inversions are up to you. So you're welcome to come in and out if you need time. You're welcome to just hang for a while. Many people come to classes for this relief, the back. So just enjoy it. Whatever is going to work for your body. So, yep, there you go. You got it. You figured it out. Give your head a little bit of time to just relax forward. Just tuck your elbows and lean forward. Good work. Almost really. It's like 1 little centimeter. Better each time, though. Oh, you're doing great. Okay, so we'll start to take a couple of easy little stretches. There's several that have been up for a little while. So don't feel rushed to come out. If you still want to hang, that's always an option. But what we're going to do is take a twist over to the front door. So over to the front door side of the room, sponge up the fabric. Your shoulder that's opening to the mountains, that arm starts to stretch to the mountains. Or it can continue to circle all the way around the back side of the room. Feel yourself just opening your spine with a nice little twist. Have an option. If that hand in front of you, that left hand, wants to slide its way down toward your right foot and extend that right foot in front of you, you have an option to grab onto it. If it's too far, slip it further down to calf, ankle. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release. Let's twist all the way over to back door. Again, shoulder to the back wall, that mountain wall opens up or circles around the back side of the head. Just find a couple of easy breaths right here. So that easy breath that we established, continuing to flow. Option to take this right hand toward the left foot, reaching it out. Enjoy another inhale. Exhale. Release. Let's bunch up the fabric left and right. We're going to lift our hips right up and out. So from this easy standing spot, let's keep the fabric in front of shoulders. Circle the hands above the head. We're going to go around twice in that direction before we take that final grip of the hands. So, grip up high, hips start to relax backwards, so with it, pulling that spine long again. We'll start to circle our hips like a hula hoop, over to the right. Eventually rock forward on your toes. If it's too much of a back bend, bend your knees. Rock over to the left and back. If you want to take a couple more, you can go fast, you can go slow. We'll take a few more to this stretch before we switch. Go ahead and stand back up. You reach that again. Yeah, that way. Yep, that's the way. Good. So those that have been doing it for a while, take a little break. We'll go fingers out before we switch sides. Good. So keep feet right under palm line. That'll help. And let's take it to the second side. So lean back and then rock to the left first this time. Could be fast, could be slow. Just depends on what your body needs to help pull it nice and long. Going until your fingers need that break again. When we get there, to shake the hands out. Work. So So once we're standing, keep the elbows hooked around that fabric. What we're gonna do is walk forward past the top of the mat. This will start to pull the elbows back. If you want to lean your heart forward into it, you can. Or if that's a little intense, you can keep your body stick straight. Whatever feels best. Good. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Take your weight over your legs, and as you walk back under plumb line, swing that fabric in front of you. Fingers still need some recovery, so it's not a tight grip at all. Nice and easy. Let the upper body go forward, hips go back. Sometimes I'll add swaying motions. Oftentimes what I'll do is just sway a couple of inches left and right at first. Even pausing if that feels good. And I'll start to add a few more inches each time I go. So eventually I'm swinging all the way to the point to the door. And the other door. Good, and start to wind it down until we're facing back forward. Huge cycle of breath flowing in, out, then the knees roll our way upright. From here, take the right ankle inside the fabric. We're still standing so that when we gaze up, our gaze is like an inch or two right behind the plumb line, so not far back at all. Good. So right ankle's in. This first one, all we do is slide the hands down. This takes heart closer and closer to the side. Not leaning forward into it yet. This one's a practice such that if we wanted to ever try piston, we could grab around the foot and try to lift the foot off of the fabric. That's that little practice with the weight over standing leg. Good. So torso up. You can keep the right hand on or hands out to the side to keep balance easily. Let's let this right leg go as wide as we can, bring it muscularly, and then back, crossing over the body. Good. Take another 5, and across. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, bring it back in front of you. Slide it down if it started to work its way up the calf. And a spinal twist. So left hand grabs the right strand. Right hand starts to twist open behind us. Beautiful. Back forward, slide the hands up. This time let yourself start to sink some weight forward. Putting as deep towards splits as you wish. Inhale, exhale, weight comes back over standing leg, slip the fabric to the arch of the foot, a little bit of arm strength here, sliding the hands up. We're gonna go up and down up to 5 times. You don't have to take all 5. And also conversely, if you wish to pump out more going faster on your own, that's also an option. So whatever you like for these pull-ups, but take an inhale. And then with our exhale, we come up. Try to reverse as slowly as you can, unless you're pumping out way more reps. Good. I open and close my fingers in between each time. Inhale, prep. Exhale up 4. Slowly down. Close. And 3. Good. 2. And 1. Beautiful. So straightening the leg out, we have the option either just to step the other foot out, step the next foot in, or swinging switch. Keep this foot in the fabric, leg locked straight, and then you just step the other foot in, first foot out. Good. Still dip past the ankle when you get there. Should be on the left. Good. So that first one's just the piston pose. Sliding hands down. That first easy moment to do it, hamstring. Could be longer. If you ever wanted to try the balance, you could take one or both hands around it, try to lift. Beautiful. Okay, torso rising up. Maybe keep left hand on. Maybe open both arms out. And let this leg go out to the side and across. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. If it started to work up the calf, slide it back down. Right hand grabs to left strand, left hand opens up the back wall. Good. Returning forward, grip up high, one on each side. This one's a split. Feel free to go as far forward as your body wants. Another inhale. Exhale. Weight comes back over standing leg. Slip arch a foot onto it. Again, you can take more than 5, you can take less than 5, or go with my count. So inhale, breath. Exhale, rise. And 4. Good. 3. Feel free to open and close each time. 2. Last one. Beautiful effort. Slip this foot out. The fabric up to the hips. Tiptoeing forward to take any slack out of the fabric. And then start to bend at the waist. Bring out your thumbs to drop hands down. 3 or so good steps backward. It's back up the thumb line. So what we're going to practice is standing split. So right leg kicks wide first to remind us to catch the outside of the fabric instead of the inside. So once when the right leg is kicked out, bend the knee, try to catch, wrapping the toes around. Good. We're almost there. Go ahead and try again. Go good. Keep the hands down. That'll help. Yeah. The other toes can come up, but keep the hands down. You got it. Okay, so if the second foot lifted, bring it back down to the floor. Once you've got that set up, you have the option to straighten the leg that's on the fabric height. Good. Try to help you. Okay. So 2 more reps with this leg. After that second breath, slowly reverse it. So the toes up high, start to slide them back down close to glutes. Release. If your toes would slip forward or you readjust it all, reset back to that down dog shape. And then second side. So left leg goes wide. Bend the knee, catch it outside of that. You're almost there. What would help sometimes is float this leg while you're trying to catch it. Yeah. Let's wrap around. Yep. Okay. You made it. So the leg can straighten up. Oftentimes I'll walk my hands closer to the standing toes too. Just helping my body take a really, really long standing split. So maybe 2 or 3 more breaths, helping us stay balanced from the right leg to the left leg. Sooner or later, when you're ready to release, either resume down dog shape and practice lifting knees high, or lifting toes up, hug around the shins. Does definitely give a massage across hips. That gets better and better over time. Yeah, the more you can get across bones, the more comfortable it is. Belly gets much more uncomfortable. Yeah, it gets better over time. Yeah, if you need to come up for a break for a moment and then come back down, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Oh. You're up and ready to be done for a little bit. Feel free to lean back and cover. Yeah, you got it. Sometimes tucking your into will add another layer to yeah. It's all good. Yeah, the area is kind of funny because it's one where the more clothing, actually the more comfortable it is. Yeah, but feel free to keep on playing as long as you like until you're ready to take that restorative pose and lean back. Sometimes when I'm here leaning, I'll let the right knee bend, and then I'll sway my elbows to get a really good side lean. And I'll straighten that leg, bend the left, sway up to the left. Just letting it go nice and easy, a couple of times to each side. So from here, shifting fabric to be under the shoulder blades. We'll start to walk our feet forward until hips are under plumb line. Our knees are basically 90-degree angle, kind of like we're sitting in a chair, but then release all the core effort. So the spine just gets dropped down. Okay. So I'll give you some options. You don't necessarily have to take the options that I'm doing. First option, slide right leg long. We're gonna lift that leg up and down muscularly 3 times. So give it a good kick up. 3, 2, this last one, try to catch it in your hands. That's okay. And then place right ankle to left thigh, relax the hips back. Good, right foot to the floor, left leg slides out, kick up and down. 3, 2, 1, catch. The thigh, relax hips to down. Beautiful. So as we relax the left foot back down, try to drop left knee to feel and then right knee. And we'll allow ourselves to take a huge back bend up and over. It's almost like a camel's pose, only maybe we don't quite reach the heels, that's okay. Chin softly lifts up. Free up the hands. Sit glutes to heels. And then take the fabric, kind of by where the base of the skull meets the neck. Wrap it up the ears, kind of like a headband. And just continue to lean backwards so that you're finding the length of the neck. Might feel nice to keep hands up. It might feel nice to drop fingers to the floor. Just enjoy 3 more breaths, perhaps returning to that 3-part yogic breath, reminding yourself of that word that you chose for your practice today. When that 3rd breath finishes, come back up to sit on your own. Fabric comes out in front of us. We rise up to a nice high kneeling spot. And we take puppy pose. So leave the hips over the knees. Try to allow yourself to bend at the waist. As the arms come forward, continue to try to arch heart down. That's puppy. If this is really intense on shoulders, bend the elbows. That's the second option to make it a little easier. It's your choice. Very good. Inhale. Exhale. Swing your toes to one side as you sit back, so you can rock your feet out in front of you. What we'll be doing is taking a cobbler's pose and leaning into the fabric. My recommendation is scoot yourself as far back as comfortable, so that when you're leaning into the fabric, it kind of almost pulls you forward to elongate. And 3 more of those good deep breaths. After that 3rd breath finishes, lift up the knees, getting the feet planted in front of you. Try to see if you can almost like slow motion help yourself stand up. Good. So, once, good. Even walk feet forward if you need to. Got it. But what we'll be doing once we're up is wave the fabric out, standing from behind. And we're taking the right ankle all the way in so leg is nice and wrapped. Similar to before, you don't want to be standing too far back. Put your gaze up, just 2 or 3 inches headed behind the foot. Good. So first things first. Once you're here, take the elbows inside, lean forward, and then elbows push out to left and right. This helps to lift up the leg right up to us. Sometimes I'll even drop chin to chest, kind of curling that back of the neck in. Nice counter after that gentle neck lengthening we did a moment ago. Good. Coming up right. We're grabbing onto the fabric that's on the left half. The left hand is at the heart, right hand is up high. So once you've got that grip, turn your left toes to the left long edge of the mat. Bend at the waist. You can either just keep this grip the same way it is, bending halfway down, or maybe left hand goes to floor. If you've got hand to floor, you have the option to pop the hand another foot or so toward mirror to lean forward. Inhale, exhale, weight of body over standing leg. Then both hands come up to fabric, often I'll bend, stand to be like a spring to pop me up. Good. Facing back forward, make sure you're covered up to glute, and then the right knee swivels out so that the toes are in. Both arms dive through the center, shoulders past the front. Yep, so toes slide back for a little toe stretch. So the first stretch, so you can always stay at this option 1. If you want to go to option 2, that's a quad stretch. Left hand starts with the left knee to slide up to the foot. Quad stretch, if you don't feel it, pull the knee backwards. Beautiful. And option 3, lotus. Left foot comes around in front, maybe even stacks. If the foot almost wants to slip off, you can always just keep your hands here. Otherwise, hands to heart is an option. If either foot feels like the ankle's weak, just flex the foot to send the muscles to protect it. Just breathing our intention, 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Releasing this foot down right underneath our body. We'll stand up. You're going to grip on as soon as you can as you bring the shoulders back behind. Maybe a tiny hop back. Free out the right leg in such a way that the fabric's already set up to take left foot. Take your time. Once you're there, elbows come inside. Lean forward and then push elbows out to left and right to lift up the leg to you. Make sure you're not too far behind plumb line when you're getting started. Raise it up. We're gripping on the right half. Right hand at the heart. Left hand slides up high. And right toes turn to the right. From there, bend at the waist. Maybe pause with the grip. Maybe right hand to floor. Maybe hop it forward a foot. Good. Weight back over standing leg. Hand up for safety. Bend the knee like a spring to pop up. Face forward. Turn toes forward. Swivel the knee. Make sure you're covered up to glute. Dive the shoulders through the center. Option 1, sliding toes back, toe stretch. Slide back, but then rock forward. Good, you can always stay there. Option 2 is quad stretch, right foot. Don't feel it, pull the knee backwards another couple of inches. Good, option 3, lotus. A couple of breaths, reconnect to your intention, 2 or 3 good breath cycles. Just let that intention flow into our whole system. Another good inhale. Exhale, softly drop right foot down, stand up onto it. The shoulders free backwards, grab onto safety as soon as you can. And safely take leg all the way out. Good. So last inversion when we're here, this one's similar to the first one that we did. We take the fabric in front of shoulders. The thumbs that help to push the fabric into sacrum. So a little bit lower than before. Before we were at cat line, now we're at sacrum. So hold it actively in that spot. It gets uncomfortable, but slides higher. Flip your fingers so it's just the thumb on the side. I'm usually up at tippy toes to try to keep it there. So then I'll step 1 foot slightly forward, 1 foot slightly back. And then I'll bend my knees. Kind of like that tabletop we did before. You're trying to lean and lock the fabric as it is. So once you're here, 2 or 3 tiptoes, bring this under plumb line. And then hands up, knees wide, feet wrap around. As soon as you're there, you're safe to let go. Up, knees wide, you got it. I'll usually actually step back. Yeah. Yep. So you're holding it across sacrum. 1 foot steps back. So that way we can bend the knees and lean backwards into it. Yeah. So this is a spot where it's active with the hands to try to keep it there. You could just tilt, but that would swing you. So I usually like to tiptoe under plumb line first, and then hands up, knees wide to go. Yeah, the swinging would happen if you go behind plumb line. So not too bad. I usually go closer. Yeah, well, that's great. Yep. And kind of all together, hands up, knees wide. That's okay. That's okay. You can go slow too. Doing awesome. You're doing perfect. Just practice those prep steps until your body one day says, okay, now I'm ready. If you're already to recovery pose and your head feels good, you can always add in some shoulder stretches here. Cross one arm over the body. Eventually cross the other arm. So let my fingers hover low and just drop my ear to one shoulder. That opposite hand pulls away. So get to second side. Just easy stretches, adding little bits of length to the body. Clasping hands behind the back, trying to pull arms away. Good. So if you just headed out, don't feel any rush. Take all the recovery time you need. If you've been out for a while, you're feeling good, this is a good time to start heading toward our final Shavasana pose. So if ever you prefer a grounded Shavasana, you can just lay on your mat. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to come back inside, that floating Shavasana, grab the front, wave it out, get at the beginning. Hook the thumbs. About 5 grips or so before you head on into lay back. It tends to be 3 comfortable arm positions people will tend to take. So one is exit the heart. So like this. One would be arms side to side like a soldier. Spread by your sides. The last arm position people might take is elbows by the ears, just dangling the arms off the back end. So whatever arm position you like that's most comfortable. We'll be laying here for a few minutes. See if you can reconnect, at least for the first little bit of Shavasana, back to that 3-part breath. How the belly comes out, side ribs expand, and collarbone rises up. Huge breath flowing into the body with our specific intention for the day. Huge relaxing exhale. So here we'll begin to deepen the inhales. Deepen the exhales. Start to introduce little movements back to fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretching the body out like we're waking up first thing. Oftentimes I'll let the shoulders take a few rounds going left and right. Maybe take a fetal position off to one side and then let my spine curl in, arc back. The simple movements that just feel good, helping us return back into presence with our body. Sooner or later, when our body feels pretty happy, eventually we'll start to work our way up toward a comfortable seated spot. No rush if you need a couple more breaths. Once we're up, we'll take hands in front of heart. Just allow a huge breath cycle to flow in and out. Bring our mind back to that intention we selected for today. And as we wrap up with the sound of Om together, imagine that Om is like us sending that wish out to the universe, so the universe can help fill our lives with a little bit more of that intention. Taking a deep inhale together now. May we be filled with light, happiness, and peace. Namaste.